What's up, affordable Armory folks? How y'all doing? Today we're talking about a new optic from Viridian. This is the RFX35 Micro Green Dot. If this is your first time here, click the subscribe button down below so you'll find out when future videos come out. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Before we get too far into this video, I do want to thank my sponsor, Vetter Holsters. If you're looking for a new holster for your firearm, I highly recommend Vetter Holsters. They are fantastic, quality made holsters. They've got inside the waistband, outside the waistband. They're available with an optics cut, a number of patterns available, different colors, all sorts of options, and available for a variety of firearms. They've got spare mag carriers, they've got belts, everything you need for carrying your gun. Check out Vetter Holsters. I'll put a link in the description down below so you can check out their products. I do want to thank Viridian for sending this optic for review. If you want to pick one of these up, please consider using the affiliate link down below. That helps support the channel and lets them know that I sent you. Okay, so I'm not going to do an unboxing because Viridian sent me this optic before it was available for purchase. So they had not finalized the packaging yet, and they said, hey, please don't do an unboxing. I said, okay, I get it. So if you guys order this thing now, it probably comes in some much nicer packaging. So here we go. Here is the optic itself, RFX35, and then they sent me a cleaning cloth, which is still in the packaging. In here was the battery, in here was the optic itself, and then you have your standard hex wrenches. There's 3 of them, and the thing I'm not showing is the cover. So they had a little rubber cover piece that goes over the top of this. I have no idea where that thing is. I have lost it, and that's because I just don't use those things. Once my optic is on a gun, that's that. I have no need to cover it up. So, having said that, here is the optic itself. Again, RFX35 on the side there. You do have a plus button on one side and then the minus button on the other side. So that is how you control your brightness settings. So it's going to be hard to tell in the camera. That is an effect of the camera, not the dot itself. It is a crisp green dot when you look at it. It is not that big, I promise you. But you do have the brightness adjustment on one side and the other side, and then you have your elevation up top here, as well as your windage on the side here. And then it also came with the mount for Picatinny rail, which is pretty cool. So that is what this is. And then you can take this off and it will mount to any standard RMR mount. So that is pretty cool. And you do have their little Viridian logo on the top. So I have mounted this to a couple different guns. I'm going to run some specs while you see the highlights of me shooting with it. But it is, again, a green dot. It's made of 6061 T6 aluminum. It does fit the RMR footprint, as well as it comes with a Picatinny mount. It has 2 night vision modes. That's pretty cool. Now, it can be user activated, and it also has an instant on feature, sometimes called shake awake. Or there's a couple other names for it out there, but basically it's when you pick the sight up, it turns on. And then they say 30,000 hours of battery life on the middle settings. It takes a standard CR2032 battery, very easy to find. It is IPX6 waterproof. It only weighs 1 ounce. The warranty is 7 years. The dot size is 3 MOA, and it has an auto off feature of 2 minutes. So, some things I like about it. It is a rugged optic. All right. Again, it is made of aluminum. The green dot is very easy to see, very easy to pick up. For most people, green is easier to see than red. That's just how the human eye works. I do like that it fits a standard RMR pattern. They do have the RFX25, which fits the Burris, I believe, pattern, if I remember right. And then they have the RFX15, which is your micro style sight, so your RMSC pattern. So they do have variations of this. Again, this one's the RMR pattern, and it also did come with the Picatinny mount. I also like that it is a fairly large sight window. So again, very easy to pick up that dot and see your target. Now some cons to this thing. It's a bottom mounted battery. I just don't understand why optics makers are making bottom mounted batteries anymore. I don't get it. All right. It should either be on the side or on the top. It's for quick access. That way you do not have to remove the optic and therefore lose your zero to change the battery. All right. That right there pretty much kills this for me. Right off the bat, I don't like it for that reason. I can tolerate it. I'm not going to say like don't ever use this optic, but it's definitely not my preference that the battery is bottom mounted. In this day and age, top mounted or side mounted batteries is pretty much the standard. So I don't know why they introduced a new optic to the market with a bottom battery mount. My other complaint is the dials here. When I was trying to zero this on both guns that I mounted it to, you could not tell how far you were turning the dial. There's no audible clicks. There's no like friction that you feel or anything. It just turns, and yeah, that's it. So you have no idea how far you turned it. And I don't know if it's quarter MOA or half MOA or 1 MOA or what. I have no idea what the adjustment levels are on here, and that makes it very difficult to zero this thing. I prefer some sort of audible click when I'm turning it, but at a bare minimum, give me some sort of tactile click so that I can tell how far I'm turning it. And then also tell me how far that tactile click is. Is it a quarter MOA? Is it a half MOA? Is it 1 MOA? Because I need to know when I'm making my adjustments how far I'm moving the dot. So those two things right there make this not a preferable optic for me. I will probably use this as a spare optic. If I get a new gun and I just need to throw something on it real quick, I will have this available. I'll put it on there just so that I can shoot the gun. But this is definitely not going on any gun that I would use for defense purposes or competition or whatever it may be. This is not a permanently mounted to the gun kind of optic, in my opinion. So there you go. There is a quick overview of my impressions of the RFX35 micro green dot. Again, it works. It's not my favorite optic, but it is green, which is pretty cool, and it's easy to mount with the Picatinny rail, and it also being an RMR mount makes it very easy to mount to a variety of firearms. I have not mounted it on a pistol yet, so you guys let me know in the comments down below if you want to see me try this out on a pistol. And again, if you want to pick one up, please consider using the affiliate link below. That lets them know that I sent you and helps support the channel. As always, head over to affordable-armory.com. That's where the blog lives. That's where our social media links are. That's where our affiliate links are, so you can save yourself some money on something you were going to buy anyway. And we've got merch like hats, t-shirts, and mugs. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.